action. Alright, welcome back. Last we left off, you guys were discussing the fate of Banks. B-E-N-G-T. The thug that was trying to set fire to your ship. What do you guys do?
I look Banks in the eyes and I tell him, which tavern did you come from?
I came from the Black Trumpet. The Trumpet Inn. The Trumpet Inn.
The Trumpet Inn. Okay. Listen, I'm sorry that your companions had to die over this. I truly am. We're not killers, but we defend our own. You tried to harm us.
Yeah, I get it, Frederick. I get it, okay? Just let me go.
Okay. I'll let you go. You find this man, you see this man, you tell him that Frederick von Hartwin, from the Witch Hunters of Knoll, wishes to speak with him.
All right, whatever.
I'm not finished with the message. You are my prisoner. Your life is mine.
Help me, oh my goodness.
Okay,
give me another intimidation check. Who is the party actor? You gotta be planning this out.
I am, actually, but he keeps doing this.
If you want to do it, you want to do it. I'm finished with this guy. He got his message. If you want to slit his throat, slit his throat. If you want to convince him to do the message, it's up to you, Antonio.
No, you don't need to. You don't need to slit my throat, he says.
Then stay silent and listen.
Eric,
it's a large message.
Get him out. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. I need to talk. I'll have to talk to Banks, mano y mano.
Eric will grab Frederick's shoulder. All right then, buddy. Calm down.
Every one of them, they won't let me finish. They keep interrupting. I swear to God, Sigmar be my protection. I am going to go full evil one of these days.
After when they leave,
and I'm walking out saying this.
Antonio will get, it's like such nastiness. Wizards, am I right?
Yeah,
so here's
crazy.
The thing, Banks. I'm not gonna slit your throat. I'm not gonna ask you which is your favorite, which is your least favorite eye. I'm just gonna let you go. I'm not gonna untie you, but I'm not gonna throw you in the river either. So you're gonna go in, and you're gonna go and say that the guys that Al wanted you to meet were a bit rough, and unfortunately, it breaks my heart that I had to do this to your friends. But if you're going to attack me, I'm going to have to defend myself. And no offense, but I'm better than you.
I get it.
Good. He goes, he helps him up to, he cuts his, his arms are still bound, but he gets him free from the chair, and he gives him a hug, and then proceeds. And then what he does is that he grabs on both sides of the head, right? And he gives him a big sloppy Tillian kiss. I give you the kiss of death. If you betray me, I will know. I will find you, and I will end you.
Okay. His legs are a bit wobbly.
Roll intimidation.
Yeah, please roll intimidation.
All right, I'm gonna roll. It's not the best intimidation, but
it's gonna be
crazy and
pretty easy. You make it an easy skill check.
Very easy or just easy?
Just easy. Yeah, he can tell. He's nervous.
Success.
He's very nervous.
And with that, he lets the man go. With his arms still bound, of course.
Okay, he wobbles around.
Yeah.
Stumbling a bit, and he kind of staggers into town.
I give him a death glare as he's passing.
Okay.
We should talk to. He goes and says, "We should talk to the captain. We might want to leave."
Yes.
You don't need to. Joseph is listening to this entire thing. Joseph's like, okay. That was weird.
It was weird, yes.
I don't think anything's going to come from this now. We should have killed him.
Yeah, simple. I was all for killing him, but
Yeah, he wouldn't even let me give him the full message. He kept fucking interrupting.
Everything you're
swear to
saying,
God.
everything you said, Joseph can hear you, by the way.
Oh, I know.
Our wizard has anger issues.
Oh, I didn't have it before. It's slowly building up.
Oh, I can only imagine what the Imperials thought about the Tillion just kissing the guy like that.
It's not the worst thing. It could have been
No,
worse.
not
things.
the worst. Miracle was saying,
Probably hasn't gotten
Oh,
far
right.
if we want to kill him now.
well,
Yeah.
that's another near-death experience down the what's it called? Down the old hatchet. Well, we've let him go. At the very least, we haven't taken a life that we didn't need to. I probably
That
would have rather
counts
just
for
turned him into
something.
the police.
Yeah, Sigmar, have mercy on me.
At the very least, we won't have to be cleaning their blood off of our friend Joseph's boat here.
Yes,
But,
most of them died off of the boat.
Yep. You'll turn to Joseph and say, well, we've here's to fulfilling our duties, I guess. I didn't realize you don't have any enemies, do you? Like, let's be very clear here. Why would we just arrived at this town? Why would somebody attempt to burn
Yeah,
your
these are
boat?
no enemies of mine. I hired you as boat hands to man the sails, to tie rope, to carry crates, not to do this. This
Not
has nothing
that,
to do with
yeah.
me. I don't know what you guys are involved in. I don't.
Would you have rather they burnt your boat down because the next thing
Absolutely
could
not.
happen to the
I
next
don't
port?
want my boat burned down. I want to leave.
Then this is
I
a win-win
agree.
situation.
Let's go then.
Yeah, we should. I don't. Just as a suggestion, we are
sales.
currently under your employ. But I suggest you finish whatever business you have in town.
There's nothing.
quickly
This is just a rest stop. It was supposed to be a peaceful rest stop, but trouble keeps following me ever since we met. Frederick, this is
Honestly,
not normal. This is not normal, Frederick. I've
yeah,
known you for many
trouble-
years, and this has not happened before.
I'm sorry, but I think this might be related to the 2 bodies we found.
Yeah.
I feel it. I can feel something in my gut telling me it's all related.
There's a
Are you
little
sure
bit
that's
of burn
not-
marks on the boat.
Are you sure? Are you sure that feeling in your gut isn't from the cheese they served at the tavern?
Better than the alcohol.
They had some pretty good boar meat.
I had the chicken. So,
All right.
I don't know.
All right. Back to business.
Back to
So
business.
I think we're all in agreement. We
Is the
get
is the
moving as quickly as possible.
Yeah, is the ship all right? How bad is the damage? I know we dodged most of it. Or Eric dodged most of it.
It's just a little bit of fire. I can. Most of the repairs can be done in Bogenhofen, and the rest I can do along the way. They have some good repair materials there. So let's get out of here. This is crazy,
Yes.
Joseph says.
Yes. Hopefully
Open the
Bogenhofen's
sails.
safer.
Yep. You guys, he tells you what to do with the ropes and the sails. You guys set sail. Do you guys do anything on the journey to Bogenhofen?
I will pray and meditate, try to center myself.
As a Tillian who believes that he has some skill with at sailing, he will Antonio would assist as best he can, despite the fact that he actually has no skill. Just believes, I'm a Tillian. Of course, we know how to sail. We know how to sail, row, swim, ride, write, read, and etc.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a bluff check then. A very hard bluff check.
That'd be deception. Charm. Really? It's
No,
not
it's
deception,
bluff.
Charm.
It's a bluff. It's an actual skill.
Oh, it's a skill I don't appear to have. If it's actually a skill,
It should be.
as if it's
Oh wait, you don't. Okay. We'll
It's not a basic skill. I think
it's not
fun.
under basic.
do
and
outdoor survival very hard.
Oh dear me. Oh dear me. I'm gonna wind up hanging from the yard arm by my pants.
At least we're entertained. We got free entertainment.
I understand.
Several times, Joseph has to
understand.
come over to correct your work. He says, "Oh, I will train you as a boatman." When you guys signed up as boatmen, you're given the option to take on that career if you want. Joseph will train you, but it's going to cost experience points, just like as if you had done so. So here is the rule for it. Any character can take up Joseph's offer to act as crew. You can immediately enter the boatman career if you want, but that, I mean, obviously you'll leave your current career, which will make it more difficult to earn those skills.
This is why I wanted Ducky and Capo. We could have taught them that, but goddamn messengers.
It's all about. He goes. He says. He thanks him, but I just need to know the knots. I'm not used to tying up sails, mostly for tying up, fairer company. And he makes the, he does that, hourglass motion with his hands. Italian women can be very frisky.
Joseph laughs a bit. Nice. You guys sail, and the journey to Bogenhofen from Weissenbrook is uneventful. A few things happen here and there, some waves, you hear some patrols, but nothing really happens.
I don't want to say something that might get us in trouble.
As you arrive in Bogenhofen, here is what you see. Here is a map of Bogenhofen. Let me know when you see it.
Alright, I can see it.
Bogenhofen is typical of many merchant towns on the Empire's great rivers. The characters will encounter more of them on a different campaign. Bogenhofen is presented in detail in this image. Okay.
God damn, you weren't joking about a lot of places.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 47 different places to visit.
Yeah, this is quite a bit.
Something.
So the Borelli arrives in Hagen's Wharf. Joseph and his crew are starting to tie it off, pay the mooring fees, and he says, "Alright, thank you very much for being good boatmen on our journey here. This concludes our business. I will pay you a sum of..." What was the agreed amount?
2 for every day we travel, 3 days total, so it should have been 6 silvers apiece.
Okay, here's 6 silvers. He hands each of you 6 silver pieces. You can add that to your character sheet. I'm gonna have to go and talk to the harbor master, pay the fees, unload the cargo. You guys could feel free to do what you want to do. Maybe enjoy the festival, the Schagenfest.
How long do you plan to stay here? Yeah.
What was that?
Joseph, how long do you plan to stay here for?
Well, at least until the end of the Schagenfest, and then afterwards I'll leave.
Where do you plan to go next?
Oh, probably back to Altdorf.
Can we hitch a ride with you as well?
Yeah, sure.
Oh. Why would we go back?
Well, if we find anything suspicious and need to bring something to a certain angry grandpa of the tower, we could use the ride back.
Yeah.
I feel
Also,
like we should wait on that. He was pretty mad at you when we left.
Yeah, but he specified the goals that we had to get.
Yeah, I have to go talk to a local merchant named Rugenberger to collect payment for my wine. And I also have to arrange for him to unload the wine by hiring the local stevedores. So I gotta go. This time is of the essence. He might not
I
be there.
understand. One last question, Joseph. Do you know of any Estalian wine merchants?
No.
Why are we looking for an Estalian wine merchant?
There's one former member of the Order of Light. She's a Estalian.
Right.
Yeah. So
I recall.
if your wine merchant knows, can you at least ask him for me?
Ask him what?
If he knows of any Estalian wine merchants.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Appreciate that.
All right. Well, I know where Tony would like to go.
Yeah. Oh, who's the party
I vote-
navigator?
That would be me.
Yeah. You're gonna make the decision here. Okay. Where do you want to go?
I'm taking suggestions. Eric
Well,
has
I
a
wanna
lot
go
of different
drink.
ideas.
If Antonio discovers that there's a temple to Myrmidia, he would like to go visit to pay his respects. It's been a while since he's been able to go to temple.
Yep. There is a temple. You head over there. It's just as you envision. Big temple. Actually, a pretty small temple. Not many people inside. One or two.
It's probably a gathering place for Tillian expats in Bogenhofen anyway.
Yeah.
Temple of Sigmar is a good place to. Want to go to the Temple District?
Yes, the Gottenplatz.
We can.
Remember your
Eric has
clues,
no-
everyone. Remember your clues. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, jeez. Do we have those written down somewhere?
They're in Discord. Guys, please take a look at Discord between game sessions. If you guys don't look at the clues, it's gonna time bomb on you.
Okay, Schottenfest.
No, I'd like to see what that looks like, but it would destroy everyone. So, let's see.
I'll give you a hint, Benny. It involves you specifically.
I think it's the inheritance. I think there's a lawyer's house here.
Oh, isn't there? I don't recall if there was. Is there?
There it is.
Believe.
Yeah, this is where you collect your
Yeah.
inheritance, Bogenhofen.
Yep.
Shit. Maybe we should go there first.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Read
Read the
Oh,
letter.
oh my
You guys
gosh,
wanna
the
go
lawyer
there
is in Bogenhofen. Oh shit! I thought he was at Outdorf. Okay, let's go meet Herr Barrel.
All right. Tell me where you're headed. Like, what street is it?
It is. It says Gartenweg. I believe is what it says on blue. Yeah.
Before we go, Antonio, if my theory is right, you are walking into an inheritance of evil. If there's any dark artifacts, we need to get that out and to the temple, into the Order of Light.
All right.
And
Now-
any clues regarding the Purple Hand as well.
Yes,
Money
into which Antonio says, "Fine, 30% finder's fee."
We talk to Mage Bullum there. You can negotiate with him.
All right. So Antonio, as you're walking toward Gartenweg is a narrow alley running eastward from the Eisenbachen, a little way north of the Metalworks Guild. A small, run-down building flank it. You need to give me. Do you have a lore law? Do you have that skill?
No.
Do you have?
I-
Okay, make me a challenging intelligence check.
Just straight up. Oh no.
Yep, only you
Can
can,
I
make
do-
it. You got, and no one
okay.
else can do it unless you're a courtier or a burgher.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
The only people who can do that are a courtier or a burgher.
Hey,
Oh,
Hey, not bad, not bad.
okay.
Not bad.
So, as a duelist, you would know, because you duel as a matter of law, that there's no way a law office is located in this rundown part of the city. This is not the likely location for a law firm that handles noble titles and estates.
If that's the case, perhaps we should go visit the town hall then and see if they know about lock, stock, and barrel.
Okay.
As I think out of character, I might have just been Nigerian princed.
All right.
or it could be, the cult. They might be working in secret.
You go to the town hall. There's a long line of people. You know you're gonna be there for hours. You wait.
Yeah, he's got something to sort out. There is a, what with being the one and only living relative of one Baronet Liebenlung, I have to, How else am I supposed to get Ubersreich?
Okay. If no one else objects, you guys wait there for several hours until you are given. You talk to the one person, a clerk, that's manning the front office. Bring. He lets you in.
Hi.
All right. What do you need? He says, picking his nose, kind of bored.
I have here a letter from the Signores Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Unfortunately, I'm told that on the letter, these civil lawyers say that they are on garden leg. That does not seem like a street I would put a law office, Signore.
Give me the letter. I'll take a look.
He hands the letter over to him, but he doesn't. It's like he's got a desk, right?
Yeah.
He puts the letter down on the desk. He puts his hand on the corner. He doesn't want him to just like snatch it away.
All right. He goes to pick up the letter to read it, and then he looks at you. Can I read it?
Oh, yeah. He makes like a little dismissive joke. If you wish.
Okay. He picks it up. He reads it a bit. He's like, okay. Yeah, I haven't heard of this law firm, and Gartenweg is kind of in a rundown part, so it might be like one of those up-and-coming law firms, a poor law firm. But I've never heard of this one, so you'll have to take a look at it.
The question that I have is, do you think that someone is going to try to, kidnap me, murder me, use my body for stew in the coming celebrations?
I mean, it's a poor area, but it doesn't have that much crime. It's just poor. It's cheap.
Rundown.
Yes,
It's cheap.
Yeah.
This is a large sum of money. This is like nobility. I don't think they would trust an up-and-coming law firm with that.
Actually, I have heard of nobles cutting corners, using cheaper things than they should. It's suspicious. It's suspicious. I will say that.
But it's no more unless we seek them out.
Maybe we shouldn't. Would you like to see about getting some hired muscles, someone to help us in case of worst case scenario? I did say I wanted to get a dwarven mercenary or something.
I mean, if you have the gold for that, be my guest.
Broke fucks.
We just made. You might be. You're giving out 20 coppers to one bartender, a rude one, but we just got 6 silver. We hire them for one small mission, protect us, and then.
How much would a pair of hireling bodyguards be?
Well, I think one seasoned adventurer for the day, or like for a quick job, which I think is probably what this is gonna be on page 309 in the core rulebook, which is gonna be quick job, 3 silver.
Okay.
We each donate 1 silver to it.
All right, because I was gonna hire 2 and
yeah, okay, then
and pay him out of pocket.
Yeah,
I don't know about you guys. I am fairly loaded.
All right, 6 silver pieces. Someone needs to pay it.
Okay.
I'll pay it.
Try to get some dwarven mercenaries. They're
all right,
much
so you
better.
roll the dice, and there's unfortunately there's basically all humans here. So you get 2 humans. They're like, all right, quick job. Well, what's the job?
I'm going down into Cottonweg to see what I'm told is a law office. I don't want to get jumped.
I would actually like to hire 1 security as well for this. Make it 3.
Okay.
3 is the lucky number.
You guys get
I'll pay
3
2 silver.
seasoned mercenaries. Like, all right, sure. And they walk behind you.
And he and he basically says that if it's 3 silver, you only have to do it until the meeting's done. If nothing happens, he promises an extra silver afterwards if nothing happens, just for using up your time. And if something does happen, well, we'll figure that out after the smoke clears.
Okay, done. You guys have 3 seasoned mercenaries escorting you.
Yep.
So I guess that's going to cost, if you're going to pay 1 extra, then that's, 1 extra each.
Yeah.
That's going to be 8 silver. And then for the other one, you.
Well, I can do.
If I will turn to the one other one that I hired, say, hey, if you save my life, I'll give you extra silver.
Okay. All right.
All right. So I'll pay that. I will pay the extra silver. Like I said, after the meeting is done, just for for taking up their time.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
That's what the 3 silvers were meant for. I'll give you a bonus 1 silver if you save my life.
Okay, so you arrive at the building. The shutters on the window have been opened. The door is unlocked. A sign above the door reads, "Lock, Stock, and Barrel, Lawyers, etc." That is the law firm.
Antonio will go up to the door and he knocks on it.
The door is open. Come in, come in.
Open. Oh, they've been waiting for us. Oh, taking charge of his entourage. Antonio will enter.
I would like to do a perception test.
Carefully,
look to see if there's anyone watching, any groups, right outside of the door.
That is a good idea. Antonio will do likewise.
Yeah, everyone can do a perception check.
What difficulty?
It's just average.
Okay.
You do the perception check. Inside, a young clerk sits behind a desk, writing in a ledger. He looks up when the characters enter. He says, "What business do you have?" At the lock, stock, and barrel lawyers, etc.
And Antonio will produce the letter.
Yeah, you guys look around. Everything seems normal. It seems like a kind of a modest, but reasonable lawyer's office.
He hands the letter over to the clerk.
The clerk looks up, and upon being shown the letter and affidavit, he smiles broadly. Hurl Bar has been looking forward to meeting you, Herr Leiningrung, he says. I will let him know that you've arrived. He takes the 2 documents and leaves the room through the back door. As the door closes, several other things happen.
Oh no.
Unseen hands outside the building throw the shutters across the windows, plunging the room into gloom. Bolts can be heard being drawn across the windows and both doors. The characters are trapped.
What is the door made out of?
Hardwood.
Hardwood. It's probably barred on the outside anyway.
I look to Eric.
Switch!
You're our specialty on breaking out.
Caster Liberum, otherwise known as the Magister and Pedimante of the Cult of the Purple Hand. In the name of the Emperor, I arrest you and your companions for conspiring with chaos, murder, theft, and other crimes hereafter to be enumerated.
God damn it.
Lay down your weapons and surrender.
Wow.
I fucking knew it.
Oh my
God.
If you knew it, why didn't you think? Oh, maybe this is a trap, huh? Oh, it might be a trap. Oh, it might be the cult. Oh, but no, it's actually the witch hunters. Who could have seen that happen? He goes up to the door and he knocks on. Excuse me, signore. I have a bit of a confession to make. I am not you say Herr Liberung.
We're not with the cult. We're trying to hunt them down.
We have a bit of a mistaken identity, I think. Would you care to talk it out? Maybe? Just a tad?
There is a pregnant pause as the characters weigh their options and then respond. And then a terrible sound is heard from the outside. Screams echo off the surrounding buildings, accompanied by sickening, rending sounds. After a few seconds, everything falls quiet again.
Okay.
You guys are still trapped in the building.
I will be asking Eric.
I feel we play this role.
Antonio
We
turns
play
to
this
the,
role for purple pants.
Antonio
No.
turns to his bodyguard and says, "All right, lads, I hope you're ready to make your money."
I feel we play this role. It's probably the people who are alongside the guy who just died, who think Antonio's the guy. I feel they're coming to save us. We probably need to play this role.
No. I will not make deals with heresy. I will try to break down the door. Eric, help me!
Hold up.
And
Frederick,
I
remember what
cast
Eric
Rock.
said. Think
Eric.
this through. Think this
Eric,
through, Frederick.
I'm tired of thinking. Thinking's gotten me nowhere. We are breaking through. We are kicking heretic ass. That is my goal. If some horrible group of monsters are out there, I'm there to kick ass.
Okay, I vote we play this role. That's my vote. If everyone goes against that, I'm fine with it, but that's where I cast my vote. I vote survival.
So this is technically a leadership decision here, so unless it's either the majority decision or it's the leader's decision. What's it gonna be, guys?
Leader wants to fight the heretic. How about this? We open the door and we see who's winning. Door's locked.
Outside it's silent now. There was a sickening scream and now it's silent. It's dead silent.
I think, and Antonio draws his blade and says, "I think we open the door, we see who it is, and if they are if they are these enemies that we have, I say we give them good steel."
So that's 2 in favor of breaking out. Eric, you're skilled at breaking out. Any chance you can help break us out of here?
All right then. 2 in favor. That's enough for Eric.
Okay. And
I got my weapon out.
with the seasoned mercenaries are gonna help break out as well. You guys easily break out of there. And as you look around, you see that behind the building, in the alleyway, you find the heavily mutilated body of the stocky man who you glimpsed in Altdorf and in Wussenbrook. This is the man that fired the crossbow at you. He looks absolutely mutilated. His face just clawed up, chewed out, like nothing you've ever seen in your life. The fresh corpses.
How did he get here before we did?
The fresh corpses seem to have been torn apart by some kind of monster. Its chests and bellies are ripped open, and the heart is torn in two. The body lies in a pool of blood and looping intestines as its empty eyes stare in horror at something that is no longer there.
I would like to do second sight test to see if there were any magics casted, any sort of demons, anything chaotic in the area.
Yeah, you don't. Nothing like that happens, but you just look around, you don't see anything involving the magic.
Nothing involving the Wedge of Magic, none of the Chaos Gates, none of that stuff.
With that said, Antonio goes and looks at the body just the same, just to go.
Yeah.
Nudges it with his foot. Or if making sure he's actually dead.
He's absolutely dead. A search of the mutilated body turns up the letter.
You can never tell.
Turns up the letter of QF. I put it into Discord. It's a letter. Handout number 7. Very important clue. If you can see that there's a letter on there. If you would like to read it, that'd be pretty cool.
Okay.
He'll pass it over to
Frederick.
Frederick as I can. You're right. Your imperial scribbles, they make no sense to me.
For the personal attachment of Herr Adolf Kustas, the 9 stars coach in the Middenheide Road, Altdorf. My dear Herr Kustas, You may recall a certain conversation we had last Bruciet in the public bar of the hook and hatchet in Null. At the time, you mentioned your interest in activities of a certain society whose name I shall not mention here. In particular, you were very anxious to trace the whereabouts of a certain officer, known as the Magister Impeminate. I am now able to confirm each and every one of your suspicions. After your departure, I made some discreet inquiries and managed to ascertain that the person you seek uses the name Castor Libran. In accordance with your plan, Herr Libran will be traveling towards Altdorf on Middenheim Road at the sometime towards the end of the month of Hagradthrong. I also had the good fortune to secure a likeness of Herr Libran, which I enclosed with this letter. I remain, sir, your most obedient servant, QF.
Okay.
What does the picture look like?
Yeah, and
The likeness of Herr Libran.
you take a look and don't think you see a picture. I'm gonna double check.
It says, I have also good fortune to secure a likeness, which I've enclosed with this in this.
Oh, because they didn't include it because it looks like one of the
Player
because
characters.
it looks like one of the player characters.
Yep.
So the likeness would probably be Antonio.
Antonio, are you a heretic?
Yes, it does look like Antonio, a description or like a picture of Antonio. Or somebody that looks
Yeah,
very
and so
close
did-
to Antonio.
And so did the dead guy.
Yeah.
I mean, all
Oh,
those...
wait, that's not bad. If we go back to the Temple of Mor, we get his body to the Temple of Light. They can hire a mage of the Death Order to interrogate him.
You mean the dead guy
Yeah.
outside outdoor
Yes.
3 weeks ago?
We brought his body to the Temples of Mor 3
Did
weeks
we?
ago. Yeah.
No, we did not the look-alike.
We brought all the bodies.
No, we didn't. The road warriors took care of that, didn't
But the
they?
road warners didn't. We packed them up on the carriages and took them to the temple. The road warners say it's grateful that you did it, and they helped drive us to the nearest inn. But after that, we had to bring them to they were brought to a temple. We also took them in quarters. We took both, from what I remember.
And this is where we're gonna have to call it for today. But next time we will play through the Shogun Fest, and after that it will be the conclusion of the first part of the Enemy Within campaign. I hope you guys enjoyed today's adventure.
Yes, actually.
Yeah, it was nice.
It was a little short, but that's okay because they can't all be long and drawn out and all that. But
I'm just happy that I was proven right. He was a witch hunter. He has
Oh,
an
we don't know
obedient
actually,
servant. that's different.
If he's a witch hunter, he should have a witch hunter's license.
Good point. Is there a witch hunter license on this guy?
There is not.
He worked. Okay, then he might be Altdorf Secret Police.
And I only remember that they're supposed to have, but this is now mind you, this is like something like 20-year-old lore.